Hey there! I'm starting out this layout with an 8.5 inch by 11 inch printout from the Autumn Fun Printables. It was originally a 3 inch by 4 inch journaling tag, and I simply resized it to 8.5 inches by 11. I want to kind of soften that harsh line between those beautiful colors and the white on the background. So I'm cutting apart a pattern from the Home Sweet Home paper stack to add to those areas. And you can see there that that nice gray line just helps to soften the harshness of that line. And these patterns are super simple to match up to. So really easy to do. I'm just going to add these over the gap, adhere those down. These patterns are 6 by 6, so it's easy to get two pieces across my 8.5 inch width. And I'm just going to finish the bottom one here. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of stitching to these patterns to add some texture. Okay, so here's my background. I have a few photos here. I have 3 photos. So one I printed out at 4 by 4, and the other two I printed out at 2.5 by 2.5. And this layout is recording a cookie making session that I had with my daughter to make these Halloween cookies, and they're sugar skulls, which are also called Calavera. I found that out recently, and I thought that that was a really cool thing to add to the layout. So I'm going through the Halloween journaling tags just to see if there's anything I like there, or if I want to use some tags from the kit. So here is the beautiful October 2019 kit. If you haven't already checked out my unboxing video, be sure you take a look at that. It's live right now in with my videos. So I'm just going through to see what journaling cards strike me, like that blue one there. I really love that electric blue on the page background, and I want to use that darker navy blue as well. I also love the gray good times and the stars. So I've pulled those 3 journaling tags out. Some of them I'll just use for pattern, like that pretty blue one there. Some of them I'll use for embellishment, probably like that star border there. And then this one, Good Times, I think I'll use for journaling. So I really like the way that that is all grouping together there. It looks like a really nice, well-balanced grouping. And I like the diagonal line that my photos are creating as well. So next I'm going to check out some of the newest embellishments that we have to go along with these journaling tags. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere these guys together just so that I don't lose their placement. Okay, so the next most important thing to me is my title. I want this layout to have a really awesome title, mostly because I want to use this new Winifred alphabet stamp. It is amazing. I just love it. It's playful, it's fun. It doesn't have to be Halloweenish. It's not like spooky looking. It's just very playful and fun. And what I'm going to do is just make sure I can fit the word Calavera before I decide on that. You know, you only have one A in the stamp, but I'm leaving a space the size of the A in the middle and at the end to make sure I can fit it. And I think that it will just fit. The most important thing is that I stamp each letter individually. That helps you to get them a little bit closer together than if you would put them all together on the stamp block. Because this is a new stamp, I am going to use my gum eraser here to get any of the manufacturing residue off of there. I'm using pewter ink from Close to My Heart. I want to add some gray because there's going to be a lot of color on this layout, and there already is to begin with, so I want to make sure I'm using gray here. And because this is a new stamp, I'm just going to go ahead and stamp these letters a few times on white paper, just so that I can be sure that they are stamping beautifully before I actually get them on my layout. So the first part of my title is stamped, and I have a couple of different options here for the word cookies, which is going to go right below. I could use the candy corn puffy alphabet stickers, which are fabulous, or I could go with the large Jane outline filled in with the large Jane solid in different colors. And I really want to create a bold title, so I'm going with the large Jane. So I'm going to stamp each letter separately of the word cookies in this bluebird ink from Close to My Heart, and then I am going to fill them in with different colors. But first I need to do all of the outlines. Okay, so my outlines are done, and now it's time to start adding some color. This is Pumpkin Pie from Stampin' Up, and it's a quite old ink pad, but I really like the way that it gives you different colors within the same orange color. So we're going with that. I'm adding green here, also from Stampin' Up, but I like the lighter green, so I'm going to stamp off first and then stamp in the O. I think that looks much better, and it matches with the layout a bit better too. Next up we have purple, and I like that. I'm slightly moving the solid stamp to the left of the outline stamp because I like the way that it looks a bit better. For K, we're using teal, and I'm going to stamp off again. I already love the way that this is looking, so colorful and so pretty, and I'm using all of the colors found in my layout background, which again was taken from the printable file this month, and that's called the Autumn Fun Printables. So I'm going with the orange again. Can't have too much orange on a Halloween layout. And finishing with purple for the S. So there are my colorful letters for the word cookies. Then I'm going to go ahead and use the large Jane metal dies to cut these out. It makes it so simple and easy to cut out words when you have these on hand. Okay, all of my alphas are here, and I'm just going to go ahead and adhere all of them using small bits of dimensional adhesive. It's great to have different sizes of dimensional adhesive on hand for just this sort of thing, and the one I'm using here is from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3Elle, I believe, and I'm going ahead and adding it to the back of each letter to add the word cookies onto my layout. Okay, I have a lot of favorites this month, but one of them is the Everyday Tabs stamp and the Everyday Tabs metal die. And I wanted to stamp this tab to add to the side of my photos. So I'm doing that with the same orange ink I used before, and I have just enough room on this little piece of scrap paper to make this fit. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp the tab. And then I have something kind of a little bit funky on my stamp, probably from my quite old ink pad, which I definitely need to replace. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that again. There we go. And I'm going to stamp it twice. That's the beauty of having a clear stamp, is that if at first it's not beautiful, you can stamp right over it again. And just to make sure I get the best image, I'm going to try that again. There we go. Then there are so many little sayings that you can put inside of these tabs, and they're just wonderful little tiny typewriter font sayings. So I went ahead and added a saying to the tab and die cut that out using the metal die. So I'm adhering that to the side of my photo there. Just going to add a bit more adhesive. And you notice that I added the mini staples before I adhered it. So it makes it look as though it was stapled on. There we go. So you can see on the upper left corner there, I got something on my paper background, some kind of water or something. I think maybe my stamp cleaner might have touched it. So I'm going to go ahead and use an October label here, the purple one, since we know it coordinates so well as all of Ellie's products do each month. And I'm just adding that right up here, and that's going to be the perfect place for the date. And it breaks up some of that extreme bold color a little bit. Okay, check out these super cute bones. These are found in the Halloween acrylic treats, and I'm adding these to the bottom to create a border underneath the word cookies. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere these with glue dots, and then to add a little bit more texture, I'm going to hand stitch little gray X's in the center of each one. There are so many great add-ons this month, you guys, and one of them is the thankful stickers. They have thankful phrases and Halloween phrases. This one says, so cute. So I'm adding that to the label from the October kit there. And then I have the little candy there, but I really like the speech bubble that says eek, and that is found in the Halloween puffy stickers. So I really like that mix of puffy and flat sticker there on the label. And I did a little X with the mini stapler on the left side. So I'm just going to tuck that in underneath my photo there. Checking the Halloween puffy stickers to see if there's anything else I want to use. I really want stars on here, so I'm grabbing the puffy star stickers. And I decided that it would be really cute to add a different color in between each of the bones to kind of create a pattern of bones and stars, and kind of make that border go all the way across underneath my title. And of course, the stars, they just coordinate so well with everything found this month. Even though these puffy stickers are a couple of months old, they still look fabulous. So I'm just going to use 3, I've decided, right in the middle of the bones. Last, I'm just finishing off the layout with a little die cut from the October 2019 kit. It's a circle with a little star at the top just to add that little pop of orange right there at the top, and I'm going to add my date to the label as well. So I really love the way this layout turned out. It records a really fun memory for my daughter and I from last Halloween, and the products couldn't have been more perfect. I mean, check out those Winifred alphabet stamps. Aren't they amazing? And I love the way that they paired with the large Jane alphabet stamps as well. That little bone border was so fun to create. I just love all of the products this month, and they make creating just so fun. So I hope you guys enjoy this page. Be sure to check out all of the product that I used to create it in my video notes, and happy creating using the Elle Studio October 2019 kit and add-ons.